and another episode, well, not really an episode, I'm going to show you how to make another Valentine treat, because Valentine's is coming up, and we just showed you how to make the Nutella mousse, which is so amazing. I can't wait for you to try that. Now we're going to make some chocolate orange meringue kisses, and these are really easy. This is completely gluten-free, so all of my gluten-free people can feel free to enjoy this. And really easy, very few ingredients, and let's see how this works. Right here, I have 4 egg whites. I have separated my eggs, make sure there is no trace of yolk in there at all. So, in it goes. Make sure they are at room temperature. We're going to start letting these beat until they become foamy. The reason you want them at room temperature is so that they increase their volume more easily. This right there is probably really good. You'll be able to see, you're just starting to break it down right now. Starting to become a little foamy. There's more bubbles. The air is starting to become incorporated. I'm going to turn it up even further. Making meringue takes patience, but in the end it's really worth it. So what I'm going to show you until I add, some other ingredients is exactly how you would make it if you were going to make it for a pie. Another thing I wanted to mention too is you want to make sure your equipment, your beater, your bowl, and you're going to want to use metal spoons that are impeccably clean. You don't want any traces of oils or fats on there, otherwise your egg whites are not going to beat up nicely. And you go to all this trouble of making the meringue, you're going to want them to beat up nicely. So you can see at this point it's nice and foamy. We are going to start adding our sugar. A half a cup of sugar. We're going to add a tablespoon at a time. There goes one. And 2. And I'm going to turn it up even higher. 2 more. That's 3. Sugar. You can stop there if you want. I think we will. So 1/4 cup of sugar. A teaspoon of cream of tartar. In it goes. That's going to help stabilize the egg whites and help your meringue stay, keep its structure. Now you're going to add your extract. You need to add either a teaspoon of orange extract or whatever extract you want. You can use vanilla, use orange, use almond, cherry, whatever. I'm using a half a teaspoon of Fiori Sicilia so it'll give it an orange flavor. Preheating at 200 degrees. we are. We are there. That is Stiff Peaks right there. That didn't take very long at all. Now, the last thing we're going to do to make these chocolate is we're going to come over here, and I have my 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, and I have a big spoon. And we're going to just stir that in, just like that.
Why not let the mixture do it?
You don't want to let the mixer do it because cocoa essentially is a liquid ingredient. And when you incorporate the cocoa in there and you beat it, it's going to totally deflate your egg whites, and it's going to turn them into a very unpleasant, unhappy substance. And ask me why I know that.
How you know that?
Because it happened to me. You know, this whole cooking thing, it's all about experience and learning as we go. And
you have to fold it in so it doesn't deflate.
You have to fold it in so your egg whites don't deflate. Okay, so this is 4 egg whites. And you don't have to put the chocolate in there. You can leave it plain and make vanilla or peppermint or whatever flavor you like. And I think that's all the chocolate I'm going to add. So, I would say that was 2 tablespoons of chocolate, so, of the cocoa. I'll return the rest of it from whence it came. All right. Let's strike all this over here. I have a pastry bag again. Oops. And working so as not to deflate your egg whites. Let's get some into pastry bag. And I have it folded over here, and that's really the best way to do it. And then you can just fold it up. Just like this. And close it at the top. And ta-da! See? That's perfect. I'm gonna just set this over. Now these are my baking pans, and I have them just lined with a little parchment paper. And these aren't big cookies, and you don't have to use a pastry bag. You can, whoops, you can just use a couple of spoons, or you can just use 1 spoon. You can just dollop these on, no problem.
Perfect.
Yep, it is. And if you'll indulge me 1 moment, I'll be right back. Really quick, I want to get something pretty to put on. Let's see. Just a little red sugar. Just for, you know, just to make it pretty. And this is super simple and super cheap. It's not anything you need to worry about. I'm going to go ahead and do this other pan, and then we're going to put them in the oven all together. My pans. Put one on the top, on one side, one on the bottom. On the other side, close the door. Don't even pretend to think about or look at those for at least an hour. Even 2 hours is better. When you come back and check them, I'll come back and check them with you. So you can see what they're supposed to look like. You want these to be completely dried out all the way through. We're not trying to achieve baking. We're trying to achieve drying out. So we have the oven set at 200 degrees. So when they're completely dried out, they will be done, and then you're going to leave them in the oven and crack the door open until they're completely cooled. Then they'll be ready to put in an airtight container or give as gifts. So when it's time to check them, I'll be back and I'll let you see what they're supposed to look like. Our little meringue cookies are they're still just a little bit on the 200 degrees, although it doesn't seem like it's hot. It's still a little hot. This is good. It's drying out nicely. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack my oven just like that. I'm going to turn it off. And we're going to let them sit there until they're completely cool, at which time we can package them up for Valentine giving, and I'll be back when it's time to do that. Okay, we're all done. I pulled them from the oven, and these are completely cool. You need to just leave them in the oven until they cool, and it's about an hour, really. This is the kind of thing, you get it ready, you go about your business, you do other things. So I went to Michael's, and I saw these really cute bags. And, you know, this is a nice little gift. I might just give these to my boss. Or one of the, you know, the girl that I work with. And this is just a really cute little... This bag has a window in it. And really, these cost next to nothing to make. I mean, look at how cute that is. Look at that. And these bags, they already have a little... I'm sorry. They have a little score line on it. And they came with some stickers. Ta-da! Look at that. The perfect little gift for somebody, just to say,
There's a glare.
I was thinking of you. How about that? Is that better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Super easy. Rick likes them. Molly, how do they taste? You can't taste. She's getting a cold. So I hope you try this. It's really easy, and I hope you love it. And I hope you rate, comment, and subscribe if you like what you see. And until next time, I'll see ya.